I think we've solved our international slot problem. We traded with Minnesota for their international slot for this season, or one of theirs, right? It's an asset that you can trade, apparently. And we gave them $250,000 in allocation, general allocation money, plus apparently Sporting Kansas City has like everybody's draft picks from having traded everywhere. So we gave them two. Is that good value? I have no idea. It's not like you can go, in other saves and go, oh, fullbacks go for this much on, this much of a transfer. No idea. I may have overpaid. I may have gotten a great deal. I personally haven't had any success using the draft before in MLS, and we're not going to be here long enough for it anyway. Yay! Listen, when you sign the Relegation Ranger, you're getting a proven winner. 43% win ratio. I'm just saying. 52, 27, and 40. Not bad. It's not fantastic. We have taken over some difficult situations, and we know Belarus like the back of our hand. Just saying. We're doing pretty well. Why do you ask? Why do I feel this way? My friends, we are in 7th on 24 points. We've not lost since you were last here, I think. Did you watch both Nashville games? I don't remember. We've been on a good run, let's put it that way. And we beat LAFC, who have tumbled a little bit. Tumbled from third to first to third. But we beat them away from home, 1-0. Real Salt Lake, 3-2. We get a winner in the 91st minute. Felipe Gutierrez. Lovely stuff, my friend. We host New York Red Bulls 4 days later. This is tough games. 3 days later, we play Real Salt Lake. 4 days later, we host Red Bulls. And we scored the 4th minute. They scored the 6th minute and nothing else. But I was kind of happy with that, to be honest with you. They're 7th in the conference. It was kind of like, hey, there's a lot of games coming. We'll take it. Then we go away to Chicago, who now, 2 games later, are 12th. But from a point standpoint, we were pretty close at the time. But we get a solid 2-0 win. Paxton Palmacal gets his first goal of the season. Alan Pulido, who's still here and is upset that I didn't try to sell him more, even though I did try to sell him, and no one wants to pay his wages. So that's a thing. We host LAFC then with a 3-1 comeback, my friends, in the second half. They scored right before half. Lyndon Gooch with a brace. Not bad, Lyndon. You know what? This was against a good team. So let's just go watch the goals, shall we? I think I'm gonna try to do more stuff like this on the in-betweens, because it's one thing to describe it, it's another thing to see it. So here's their goal, just a simple header, kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. It's right before half. You're exhausted. Acosta, I like this little interplay, plays it into space here. No, that's another goal some other time. Lyndon Gooch, fantastic volley. I thought we had another one where he played it into the corner. Is this it? Acosta. Right here? Yes, right here. That's so pretty. Oh, another first-time volley. Fan-freaking-tastic, my friends. That's a 2-1. We have Gooch again still on the park. Over the top, Pulido with a let it bounce, smack it home. Just, I think, 3 lovely goals against good. Now, it did say that they were like 22nd in the form standings when we played them, which seems kind of hard to believe that they're still in third. But look at that. You know what? I'll start with us. They lost to us and it fell apart. They did sack their manager. LAFC did. So, what was it? Jesus Vera made it 168 days. May 1st. Sorry, Jesus. We got a manager sacked at LAFC. That's fantastic. Then, 3 days later, this is look how many games is this? This is ridiculous. What MLS? What are you screaming? 1 second. Sorry about that. You know how you have this thing in the back of your head as a parent all the time. It's like, is that scream my kids just being ugly to each other, or is someone kidnapping them? And so you pause. Okay, so 3 days later. Again, I mean, this is just crazy. Just look at this. I know I already did this once, but I just want to emphasize. 4 days, 2 days, 4 days, 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days, 3 days, 3 days, and then it goes normal. I mean, it's like a World Cup schedule. It's insane. Like, it's so bad that, like, you know, we have a pretty settled 11. Now, this guy, you could argue, not so much. I'm resting Marcus because he's played 1,600 minutes in 18 games, and it said he needed a rest. But we pretty much have our set, you know, team, okay? So I've been resting them for, like, at least a day in between games to, like, so that they're not dead. And so that I'm not having to play, you know, Pablo Ramos, who's a 2-star, which is what the rest of MLS does. So we've just been resting. And now they're complaining that we're not getting enough training. And I'm like, we'll have training in May, friends. Okay. There's no time for training because you have a game. Oh, wait, in 2 more days. You know, like, it's crazy. But we beat Philadelphia here on the 3-0. You know, you might go like, well, that's not all that exciting. It's Philadelphia's a pretty good team too. Let's watch the goal. I just love this feature. You don't have to go find it. It just comes straight to you. Pop, pop, pop. Goal, goal, goal. So there we go. Out to Saloy, I think. Lyndon Gooch pings it across. And then, like, I don't know what that is, but he wanted it more. Slides in, taps it home. Christian de Jome, whatever his name is I don't know him because he's not played. Lyndon Gooch with another kind of sloppy, but he wanted it more. But Christian is back from his horrible injury. And then kind of a nifty little header there from Saloy. So, I mean, we the 4-3-3 with a DM. It is one of those things where you go like, oh dear, we've been playing so well, and now we're going to record an episode. What is going to happen, my friends? So the only real changes since we've last been together is Ventura got injured, and then we rested him. We survived. Jalen Lindsay got some games in his stead, but now he's back. We have Marcus down here who's played exceptionally well and is, I think, our best center back by far. But he needs a rest. So I promised him not to play him in this game. So he's resting. And then, oh, here he is. Christian de Jome is back, but not Matt Sharp. And honestly, Alan Pulido is apparently trying to get sold. Like, he's trying to sell himself. He's on a 7.4 in the last 5 and he's got 4 goals now in the season, which isn't all that much. But look how spread out that is. That's crazy. Versus Christian, who, to be fair, hasn't played a bit, only has the 1 goal. So we're keeping it like it is. Felipe playing the DM, Cavillo playing the central midfielder on support, and Jan Zambarek taking the box-to-box midfielder. Even though he doesn't note as well, he's been playing just fine. And I kind of wonder, like, what? And we're gonna go in here, but what happens? And we're Even's favorites. So you could say, okay, Seattle, 12th in their conference. Come on, boys. Even though we're away from home. Typically, what MLS teams do is they don't spend money on the back line. Right? All the money for your DPs goes into, like, I would even say maybe not even your midfield, but like your attacking midfield and your strikers. Like, you want the exciting players, right? The ones that are going to bang in a bunch of goals. So what does that mean? Well, that means that a lot of times the defenses aren't very good, right? And if you can get a good defense together while having the attacking threats, you've got a pretty good chance. And I just wonder, one, you see lots of green on the field here. The field display, but is it having the DM providing a little bit of that protection? It also releases our fullbacks a little bit, right? Because now we get that extra defender. And if you've got good enough attack threats, like a lot of our goals have been like balls over the top that we've run onto because we've got that pace. And is it just that, like, the defenses in the opposition are slow and not capable of handling those things, or is our attack just that good? Or is it when I looked at the comparison and said that we've got some good off the ball movement and anticipation or whatever it was? I can't remember. I don't think it was, we weren't like lights out on acceleration and pace, I don't believe. You know, like, I just kind of wonder if those things come into play, that playing with that DM has provided the stability for our system. And again, I know I've really just bigged us up here, but here's to hoping that it doesn't explode in Seattle, you know? He's just being rested. Yes, we want him to play well. I guess I should put my earbuds in. That might be a thing to do. Oh, my chair's rolled over them. Oh, because I'm using old school $10 Panasonic earbuds that I got on Amazon, my friends. Early yellow. Oh, and I don't even have the sound on for you. I apologize. That's why you put the earbuds in. Oh, I thought he nutmegged him there. Oh my, every time you are here, ding. It's not, I'm not going to put it up there, but. Outside the box, outside the box, outside the box. Nobody in the stands. Is it because it's like a midweek game? Is that what's happened? Chris Armas wants more from his players. He's coaching Seattle, huh? Free kick. I'll say outside the box, and then they'll score from the free kick, and it won't really matter. That is about as close as you can get, isn't it? Who takes it? Lodero. Lines up. Aya is there. Whoa! All right. First time volley, huh? Let's go. See, like, we're rested. They've got some slightly more tired players. It's just, like, again, I just think it's funny that they're, like, they're not happy about the volume of training. And it's like, we have a recovery session. We do, like, one training thing. And that was quite nice. It's not Miguel Almiron, it's Ezekiel. We do a training, and then we fly. It goes someplace else. So it's like, when do you want more training? You explain this to me. When we get to the hotel, you know, in the ballroom, is that what we're asking for here? They've got the clear-cut chance. That was quite poor. Go ahead and demand more. I knew I was going to talk a lot about what's worked for us and show you some goals, and then we go to 12th in the Western Conference, Seattle, and we give up an early goal. Oh, my. Terrible tackle. Oh, he's just... Oh, dearie me. Oh, it should have got in, really. Right, lads. Time to start yelling. Are we just out of gas? That could be it. I mean, it's just like... Show me something else. I'm not happy, mate. We need to see a reaction. And not a get sent off reaction. How about that? I know sometimes you have to clarify. You just do. Twisted knee, Lyndon Gooch. The curse is back. We just were on a good run. At this point, I would take a draw, which sounds pathetic, against 12th place. We are going to go positive because there's only 30 minutes left, and we need to start getting a little bit more aggressive, I think. It hasn't gone in, so if we concede here, it's not because of that. Mind you. Whoa. Oh, that... Yeah. Nicholas Lodero just smacked it home. I guess we'll try attacking out of the 4-3-3 every time. But the good news is, we've had a pretty good run leading up to this. You know. At least that. At least that. Demand more, lads. Let's go. Yellows everywhere. Did I don't even remember if I told these guys to... Nope, sure didn't. You rest one center back, everything falls apart. Which might make sense, like if he's like the, you know, the captain of the defense, you know? Okay. Ease off your tackles. Instead, slides right in. Great. Oh, I guess, to be fair, my yelling hasn't reached his ears yet. Camacho, blocked. Stick with. Stick with. Get in there, son. Or are you easing off your tackles? That's probably smart. He's gonna lay it off. We're just gonna backpedal away from him. Is that how we're... Oh my gosh. Like, it's just come on into the box. The door's open. It's unlocked. Yeah, it's great. You don't get a highlight. So the problem with this system, like I talked about, they were playing a 4-2-3-1, is if you make your one sub because Lyndon Gooch twists his knee, you don't have any other subs. I mean, look at that. We have 3 players that can play up top, and they're all playing. Now, I guess we could look and say, okay, we'll slide him here. It's not like playing a 6.5 is that much better than a 6.4. No, is it? Can you do this job? You can do it decently enough. We'll bring on Paxton Palmacal to do the box-to-box midfielder. And then, you know what? Just from a resting player standpoint, we're going to bring on Mark Anthony K to rest our fullback. And if we're going to put the fullback on attack, you kind of want fresh legs to do that, right? Show some passion, lads. That's the send-off button, isn't it? Oh, dear. K holds up play. Gutierrez. Deep line playmaker is not so deep lying. That's fine. At least get it on frame, son. At least get it on frame. Very attacking. Another yellow. Or no, it's just because he switched positions. Get a... Oh my gosh. Get a... Would have liked us to get a foot in before that cross and then to actually try and control that cross a little bit better instead of just hoofing it. Oh, I thought he was going to get sent off there. I thought that was going to be the two-footed lunge from Jan. Okay, Paxton Palmacal. Just got his first goal of the season. Feeling kind of feisty. Okay, Christian out on the wing. Lots of space. Can he get past his man? He does. Oh, because he's easing off his tackles. And goes to Daniel Saloy! Oh, it's 2-1. It's not 2-2. I thought that was... The number had already changed. Yeah. At least we showed some fight at the end. I am going to say, you know, you just lost a 12th of the Western Conference, lads. I mean, I get it. We're tired. I get it. The other thing it's hard to be, like, you know, to know if you should be excited or not, right, is... Oh, yeah, we're in 7th with 24 points. Oh, look, there's a team on 18 points. So 3 games, 9 points. They could be 27 points, right? It's just like there's so many games in hand and not in hand. And so it's like, yeah, we're again on the Supporter Shield. We're in 12th. Great. Except, you know, LA Galaxy is on 21 with 2 games in hand. So they're probably going to jump us. FC Dallas has 3 games in hand. They're probably going to jump us. You know, it's like, it's kind of weird. All right. We have a 13-day break for everyone to go take a nap. And we're back to host Vancouver. Let's go. All right, my friends. I was able to... I knew this was an option. I guess I just wasn't selecting the right players. I was able to take Daniel here and buy his salary cap impact down. This was 1.1 million here, and this was, I don't know, 7,500, I think. And so we just dropped it down 3 or 4 grand to get our cap spend under the cap by a whopping 325 euros a week. So essentially, if we, I don't know what is going to happen, to be completely honest with you, with our transfers. Like, I don't know how much we're paying them. I'm not gonna, I mean, I guess I could click on it, but like, I don't know what this means. Like, does this impact directly? Is that 1.9K and this 13.75K directly go to the transfer budget? I have a feeling. Okay, this is July 9th, so we're not there yet. I have a feeling now that I've cleared up the international spots, we're not going to have any budget for them, and it's going to cancel all the transfers. Just a guess. No idea. We're favored quite heavily, my friends. We're going to play positive. Why would we do that? Robocall. I swear I have had so many robocalls. I have blocked more numbers on my phone from random... Does this happen in Europe? It happens in the US. From random numbers in the last 2 weeks than I have probably in the last 6 months. Like, my missed calls is all red numbers of people I don't know, and it's all robocalls. It is so annoying, and it's probably going to get worse leading up to the election. Because hashtag that's how America works, like a bunch of knuckleheads. End of hashtag. All right, boys, we dropped the ball the last time. We need to... We've got our center back. Marcus is back from his you know, maybe, you know, when you send a player to rest like that, maybe he goes into like one of those flotation tanks. You know what I'm talking about? Where, like, sounds absolutely terrifying to me, but it's like, you know, like they fill it up with like a certain amount of salt So it's like a salty water, so you float. And then like they close you in with no windows. Sounds absolutely horrific. Sounds like a nightmare because I'm sitting there going like, yeah. And like the one time that my area of the country gets an earthquake and I'm in a capsule that can't be opened from the inside because it's dark. I mean, I'm sure there's like an emergency open handle, but like that's not to say somebody couldn't put a chair over it, you know, or something. Just seems like a horrible idea. But, you know, is that how he's resting his body, you know? That was really random, but these things come to mind. Yeah. He's just being rested. He's doing great. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's go. They're rested. We're rested. We had 13 days. It's like 13 whole days, people. It's unbelievable. There's a voicemail from a robocall. Yay! Oy vey. Are we really going to drop 2 games with you here? I'm going to get pretty upset about that. Because it was looking like we were on the right trajectory, you know? Now, again, with all the teams having games in hand and it being kind of difficult to determine. I'd like to know what you're doing here, Daniel. Just watching. Like, oh, that ball fell to the top of the box, and it's, you know, there's a guy there might take a pass. I mean, I know he's an inside forward, but like, he's just watching. He's just watching. I guess he really trusts the goalkeeper, who's, you know, the backup. Come on, Matt. Have they figured us out? Do we now have to change it up because we've been playing a 4-3-3, or do we just stick to our guns? I think we stick to our guns. It has been so good, right? We beat LAFC twice, you know? Acosta plays it in. I know it's like, don't panic 13 minutes in, but we just lost a game, and then you concede super early and just go like, what are we doing? You know? I'm really worried about those transfers now that we've looked at that. We seem to have a lot of this, you know, smack at home volley time, right? Like he used his left peg for that. That is coming at you and using the closer leg. That is impeccable timing. Versus at least if he was right-footed, you know, you have a more natural swing of the foot. That's crazy right there. I don't know why we're favored so much either, because like they're right above us, I think, at the table. So that's a bit odd. And no one has played well on our team except, I am going to say, I'm far from pleased, boys. They're fired up. I like it. You know? You got Allen on a 7.2. Okay, it has bounced up a little bit. Acosta with the assist gets a 6.8. But at the time, it was like all 6.5s in here. At least that's what my brain saw. I don't know. Yoy, yoy. If you're going to play a 6.4, man, we're going to bring on Paxton Palmacal. Come on, Paxton. Get your second goal of the season. Let's go, son. Let's go. I know you're more of a DM, but, you know, you're good with the ball to feet. So go be good with the ball to feet. Gooch is back. He only that twisted knee was 6 to 9 days. So like he's back. He's feeling all right. We're gonna bring you on. And anybody else? We really don't have anybody else, to be completely honest with you. I think we're gonna go attacking, and we're gonna demand more in the final minutes of the game. Can we make something magical happen to get 3 points instead of 1 or 0? No. Oh dear. That's on our end. But Paxton grabs it. He's got 15 seconds. Oh, it just got canned from Bay because he's younger player. Acosta misjudges it. Oh no. Is it going to be 0 points? It's going to be 0 points. Oh no. Keeper does enough. I'm not saying it was amazing, but he does enough. That's the final kick of the game. Yeah, that is disappointing, I think, honestly. They had to fly a long way to get here. I upped all the training levels. I went into every one of them, and they're at least on medium training in terms of, like, the training load, right? I upped everything. And we actually had, like, 2 weeks of actual training. Maybe they had dropped down, but when I first looked at it, they were above us. We're even on points with them. So, you know, you could argue, why are we so favored? I don't know. But again, this really doesn't mean anything that we're in 7th because, right, they're a point behind us with 3 games in hand. They're 4 points behind us with 2 games. It's just weird. I just think everything about this is weird. Find ourselves firmly mid-table for the time being with games in hand against us. But, you know, we got to get top half here and we got to make the playoffs. So, like, we're almost there if we can make a run. I'm gonna bring you back for Inter Miami and whoever we play in the U.S. Cup, U.S. Open Cup 4th round, and then after that, unless we're making a cup run, it's gonna be here and here, so we can figure out what happens with those transfers live together. It'll be great. Hit the like button, my friends, if you're still watching. Have a good one. See ya.